There's this issue I want to talk about, and it's got to do with a year asama a see between a year Professor Gyampo and one gentleman called a year Domfe, Dr. Domfe. Now it's been a story, a running story, and the who you see, and it happened at TV3 show. So an issue happened. There was some kind of altercation, and I say confrontation between Mr. Gyampo, Professor Gyampo, and this man called Dr. Domfe. In Ghana, no, sometimes, as some bar, we need to take our time and look at the issues critically. Now, I would like to say this on authority. Before I address this issue, I want to say this. As a dad to two beautiful girls, as a husband, as an uncle to a minyanomoma, as a brother and as a friend, I will never sit on this my platform and defend anybody. Why bonny? I want you to put that in your head. Now, as I'm not a see TV3, no, it was about say na show koso, and man be a friend of Dr. Domfe. Started to speak in a way that everybody was shocked. Now, the video is there. You share video no. Now you ask yourself, say, so share video no. You say, what did Professor Gyampo say? Dr. Domfe behaving the way he has behaved, or he behaved on national television. Now let's go watch the video. So, this Dr. Domfe, we heard the comments he made. And Rebecca said, Edia Sem and Gyampo Kanya, a whole doctor. That's why we keep saying a whole doctor. A Jina TV so a year nyoma or ye no. Now remember, sometimes assemble you need to look at assembly baby free, any baby echo, and send our comment our comment. As much as you might be a friend or like one of the people involved in the matter, no, you need to also be rational to look at the issue critically before you comment. As some way see, I've taken my time to listen to the criticism problem with Mr. S. Get me that video. And when Gyampo was making his submission on the show, no, I didn't see or hear it from any part of his commenter. Now, personally, he was attacking a man where friend Dr. Domfe. If say Anka Gyampo a single out Domfe and Anka Ebia or use some derogatory or an insulting statement to be on his person, and I personally attacked him. Anka all of us are omo amushe show ni no. Anka be sin there Anka man for the sa part no abeto TV so said, this is what Professor Gyampo did or said exactly about this manner. Now, are you part of the panelists? And it's to be a man way, yes, sir. Now, when you go back and you watch the submissions, and the most interesting thing is, just Gyampo and Domfe. You see, it would have been easy for you to draw a conclusion in favor of Domfe if it was just Domfe and Gyampo on that show. But the funny thing is, there were about 5 people or 4 people who were panelists on the show. And when Gyampo was speaking, I think even before he spoke, he had told the host to say, it's about time we also spoke because some people have been given the opportunity to speak. Meaning, before Gyampo spoke, a lot of people on the platform they were part of the conversation. They had spoken. They have made comments. They had already spoken omagene. They've spoken their mind. They have analyzed the issues before Gyampo was given the opportunity to speak. So if Gyampo speaks and he makes reference to what Nico panelists for Aka, I don't think any of the panelists they should take it personal, because it wasn't even about Ononkwa and Domfe, and I said Ononkwa and Bento. Gyampo was addressing an issue about 3 people Edin can make a comment about. And I think, I believe, Gyampo did not agree with all of them. I think he might have agreed with some of them and disagreed with some of them. Or maybe he might have disagreed with everybody on that platform, especially when it came to that specific topic they were discussing. Now, for a whole doctor to sit on national television, to take things so personal, Abra, mene wu nyina yako school. Bro, for muka nyina yeti asye. The conclusions they were all making, you ask yourself, how does the so-called doctor, saying, how does he understand the English language? Because every single day when people sit on different shows, now almost discuss issues, now we see it a lot. People, at the end of the day, they are low blows or low punches. Some people sometimes are even direct. But when Gyampo was speaking, I didn't see any, or I didn't hear any statement that he made categorically directing it to Eddie and Domfe. Now, this is a program where matured, intelligent minds have met. Say, Obikreka, sometimes you feel, he disagrees with you or disagreed with you on your point that you made. You need to also have another opportunity to do what? To banter or to address the issue in a subtle, intelligent manner. Nipa will say, oh, in fact, you are responding to what I said early on. But you see, I believe Obiti said Dr. Domfe, from what I saw, and from the video I watched, and he said they also share, I don't think he is matured enough to be having such conversations with such people on such big platform. That is my opinion. I don't think he's matured emotionally. I don't think he's matured intellectually. I don't think he has that composure, mental composure to sit with people who can take what we call criticism of their own comment or whatever. I don't think he has gotten to that level. You see, any obi or footballer be a bit to my friend will say or a soccer player. But it depends how you deliver on the pitch. So when people appear on different platforms and say they are guests, it does not make them emotionally intelligent or intellectually intelligent enough to be able to sit at the table whereby people disagree with other people. Now, Mumiako Tie Gyampo comment.
An impression that then we could have gotten here even if we were on autopilot. Governance was on autopilot, which is an unfair analysis of the situation. See, within 2-3 days or 1 week in his administration, the whole nation was faced with an imminent power shutdown. The whole Ghana was going to be switched off. And when that was about to happen, people started blaming President Mahama, who had been just about 1 month in office, that you've come and then there's going to be doom so. But this was something that a previous regime didn't do. Okay? So we're going to blame it on him. But he stood up and said that I'm assuring you will do what we have to do to keep Ghana switched on. So my point is that if Ghana today had collapsed, if the economy had collapsed today, would we have said that it was the previous administration? Would have the current administration would have taken the blame. And so if things are going on right, and I want to say that no, there's nothing that you are doing, I don't think that it is right. As an academic, when I'm given a dossier to assess for people's promotion, I look at what is right about it. what is commendable about it, what is significant about it, and what the contributions of those dossiers would be to the scholarly, enterprise. When I do that, then I will also go on to talk about the challenges or problems, and then I will draw my conclusion. So my view is that it is unfair for us to look at our analysis from an angle of refusing to give credit when there is due, when it is, we have to give credit, and then always say, no, you have not done anything. If Ghana had been on autopilot, wouldn't have been where we are. There are things that clearly the government is doing well, and regardless of your partisan political persuasion, if it will not hurt. I mean, I think that we gain a lot of respectability and credibility when we're able to say that this is right, but this is wrong. I don't have to be MPP to say that.
I don't think I can stand here for this. I think it is too much. I have tried to remain very calm. He's attacked. I mean, when it comes to credibility, my Prof is not more credible than me.
Dr. Domfe, I think that
you made reference to me. And you are hitting me. So,
Dr. Domfe, I think you would do the program a lot of good if you let me finish. I think you have your
to those who are viewing it, watching this. Be fair to them.
When you round up. All right. So, Alfred, let me make the point that I think that the program, as has been run over the years, has been a program. It's been a decent platform. Okay, there were so many things that he said. In fact, I'm not really making a personal attack on you if I have to clarify.
What you're doing. That's why. Please. You don't do that to
So I am here and I'm saying that I'm not making a personal attack. No, see, please.
Do that to
so, Dr. Domfe, I do not fear if I have to attack you personally. No, I'm saying that, but I'm saying I'm not attacking your person.
I don't think.
Okay, but the point is that, you see, when
you respect the moderator, I beg.
So
we are academics.
Tone down.
I
don't think it will serve going on this.
No, I'm just trying to make the point that when we are disagreeing with each other and we are making our points, I mean, we have to be civil enough in waiting for each other to finish. No, I'm calm. But I'm just trying to say that. So when credit is due, we must give. And when we have to criticize, we must criticize. But to always say that, no, you have not done anything. No, you cannot attribute this to... I mean, I think it's unfair. And it's important that I put it on record.
Okay, well, Mr. Mentor, very quickly. Just see, I need to round up on this.
The wrap up
so that
on all of this. I have my 1 minute.
No. 1 minute. 1 minute. No, don't worry. I'll come to you. Mr. Mentor.
The wrap up on all of this is this, please. Governance is a continuum. Number one. Number two, nobody inherits a blank slate. What we are saying here is that in fact, Prof. Bobkin just said that the worst situation we had, the debt situation, was under NDC. Then MPP came, seemed to have shaped us out and ended us in a worse situation than that. Then you have, and I always made the point that after Kenneth Foreta came Mohammed Amin. And Amin repaired a lot. And then Ato comes up, and Ato is following from there. Look, this government understands that no one group...
So let's be fair here. What did Gyampo say wrong in that conversation? Then a Gyampo Kanya it's out of place. This guy calling himself a doctor, a lecturer, ends up going and attacking him on TV because he feels to say, Obiaka Setiano. Let me tell you one thing. Dr. Domfe is a child, an emotional, silly kid who has some gray hair around his face. He is not intelligent enough to sit among men who basically think through or have emotional control over issues they are discussing. This Dr. Domfe is one lazy ass nigger who basically cannot control himself on TV. And it hurts me that people like these are walking around the nation with this doctor thing hanging around their necks, fooling themselves from campus to campus, making it look like they have read some foolish book, so people like us should listen to them. Ushe adia ekofa ntokwa we buy na otum say Domfe Jimmy. I'm being blunt. Now you see, the trick here is that Domfe no every single time abehu so kasebia na bi oti Peace FM. Na bia oti inkwasi show bi so Facebook. Na bia Facebook and Zoom and odi phone atare denim. He has never gotten people who are so smart to tell him, say, no, your analysis or your comments when it comes to this particular topic, you are not showing maturity and you are not making sense, in a diplomatic way, He does not understand why somebody should tell him, say, he is not intelligent, he is not emotionally matured to even sit amongst men to discuss such sensitive issue. It's own. The type of conversation has always been Peace FM. Into not Facebook. Or yeah, Zoom TV communicator. They be a friend Zoom and not Zoom. So yes, nobody challenges his foolish intelligence. And the moment he sits among professors, people who can sit, analyze, read you when you are speaking, and come to a conclusion and punch holes in your weak mind, it makes him very uncomfortable and he starts to exhibit the highest form of foolishness and mediocrity. And nuna akwa we exhibiting on TV so atasa jimi way. Because how can such a person who has no emotional control stand before students in a tertiary institution to teach them? Because we all listen to what the professor said, and I don't see anywhere, and I didn't hear anywhere where he was making a direct statement, and I say he was directly insulting Domfe. Because Gyampo has been on countless platforms and he has never insulted anybody. He hasn't even made a statement. In the first place, if you are not emotionally prepared and intelligent, you cannot sit and discuss national issues, because you need to understand that somebody is going to question your level of intelligence. And Akwaweno or your Peace FM Zoom TV communicator, the only say on an Peace FM, on an Facebook. Now, Ojen was saying, doctor, listen to this guy. And somebody should tell me this guy is an economist, a doctor. This guy, on your bro, I say, Akwawi.
February 2022, and Russia acquired entire Ukraine. Now, Russia not contribute at that time 10 million barrels of crude oil to the global market today. And you almost supply to the global market, Efrole. It doesn't no more producing and you can't tell this woman talk. And now I say, no omunya enam entokwani no munya adadi entu. Enti it affected the global demand. No say minimum market wo hwe ya. That year no yehu ye no na petrol na ye 72 na koduru 121. And you want the government to come and apologize to Ghanaians for what? Psalm 121. They call 121. Let us be very fair. Let us be very fair.
Okay. A few moments later.
So my view is that it is unfair for us to look at our analysis.
So listen to somebody like that. You say, oh yeah, doctor, economist. This guy is dumb. On an Facebook show, so, and I'm afraid, oh, doctor, now when he's saying, Tiana analysis, no. Sign cross for radio no koswa jam question no otna okasa ntwa wajonso into dream say he's making sense. The moment he sits with people who can question his intelligence, he gets jittery. Sakwawe in 2024, these are some of the things that he posted when mad people were posting nonsense on social media. George Domfe, these were the things he was reposting on social media. Such a dog, such a foolish dog, such a fool with no credibility, such a stupid fool we are allowed to sit in 2024. This foolish guy. And you see, sometimes we allow these animals, we give them too much space in the name of intellectuals, academia. Majority of them are foolish. And Domfe is a first-class idiot. Yeah, Kwasiebia friend Adam Samuel. Kwasiebia no Fibi. Every posting Kwasiasem. This George Domfe guy reposted it. What was his mission? What was his reason for doing that? Because Kwasiebi can't in Sembia only basis. Some stupid jandam. Akwaya no fi or tears or specie. Akwan who fee way Abe post to be on Facebook and you call yourself a doctor. You call yourself an intellectual. Then you go on Facebook and say, I am going to repost 2024 November. Now, Kwasiawe and who feel we TV so say, I am not an MPP communicator. I am not Jimmy Way, and we allow such people to be sitting on TV and on radio. Kwasiawe ade be chin omso me platform bi dia program oba be gina wakasa na the party hotie. We Jimmy. Domfe is a first class fool. We nim nyansa. In fact, any media house that allows this guy to come sit there and discuss national issue, na mo ankasa mo agini ejuma. Because this guy has no credibility. And once a gun and Ibi Onim Nyansa was sitting say, Domfe, oh, Domfe, where Nim Nyansa. Nyansa pa e was aku mwene de. Nyansa sa Jimmy we wono ene de. He does not cut it. Or your Peace FM commentator, or your Peace FM panelist. He can go on Peace FM and do that. Shows no but when it comes to serious issues, TV3 discussing issues, national issues, Jimmy said Domfe now didn't do sa level no. His best submission is be on Peace FM, OK FM, a horn and level ni do a horn na omuntumin kinkai entin your maybe I say. For TV3 you don't do your checks. Jimmy bia someone steady Domfe on Tina program Papa say ebisoda. This is his first time. On Tina program, Papa says so. Emma Obi scrutinizing intelligence. Embusa the questions. Into Jimmy Weno, he does not deserve to be sitting at that table. Now, Matisse or Kase, I TV3 4 or attack Gyampo no. Gyampo attacking no Obwa. Gyampo never attacked him. Gyampo never attacked him. In fact, you see, our mentality to be say, na Ojin say, or co program so akogu Gyampo enimase. Because of the issues BSC mrebi. Enti na adwene nyina no one Gyampo ne see so when you change Gyampo has been able to move all the way to professorship. Gyampo being honest and intelligent, you know, he has a position whereby it is an envious position, an enviable position. Dia don't fair ye nyina na say wachira dia ontumi nko nanim. Waye dia also ye nyina no ontumi nyɛ te sɛ Gyampo mo. When you change Gyampo, onim so be wager Gyampo. Intellectually, onim say he's not smarter like Gyampo. Out of pain, a hatred, and the positioning now, and the baby a Gyampo no, or shano hua. Why you also you wiasibia? Aden a small boy wait to make professorship. Aden a small boy who this position. A government has recognized him and placed him in one of the most sensitive agencies for him to head. And that is what he came with. Or your first class fool. And I don't think so, because when you're first class that. And we are not supposed to entertain such people. Rogue, unintelligent, emotionally immature people like Domfe to be foolishly exhibiting the highest form of first class foolishness on TV. No. Now, I want to address this matter. You see, on this platform, and the matter is MPP4, the only thing they are holding on to, you say, Domfe kwasi abenyi say, Professor Odin Kwara, into the whole MPP from Bawumia to the last fool in the MPP. Yay! I want to say this on authority. Let me say this on authority. Me as a dad, me as a husband, me as Kevin Taylor, I will never defend any man. I mean, what evidence say or didn't Sakika Oba against her will. I would never. And you know my platform. I will always rise against any man who in any way, because me, ye penko form bo ema Ghana, me boa mbacha nipa bibiri Ghana. The only thing I don't do is I don't talk about it. I have helped people, different women. I don't even, some of them, I don't know their background. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are from. I don't know their tribe. I don't know their religious affiliation. I help a lot of women. And I will never sit on my platform and defend anybody. There's evidence to it. And evidence to the point whereby even the police or the security agencies to me at the assembly could do pointer. I was saying say this evidence is clear that Nipa way and then Saka or bar will molest or bar I will never use my platform to defend it. And I'm saying this because Gyampo is not my brother, he's not my friend. And say Gyampo ya bonia. in terms of Abia or the Nsa Kobi, and there's evidence to that, I would never sit on my platform and defend Gyampo. Never. But as I sit here as a Ghanaian, and you, if you're going to be very open-minded, nobody in Ghana today has evidence at the Ghana Police Service or any security agency or any court against Gyampo. Say Gyampo Eden and Saka and I say we rape an underage girl, and I say we acquire BBA our baby or Ghana. On record, the Ghana Police Service, they have evidence to prosecute Gyampo. So I will not sit here and blame people for things I don't have evidence to. And it is clear on record that there's no document in Ghana, a legal document, actually say, Obabi Nantip call Ghana Police Service, police station be or Ghana can say, Gyampo the Nsa kame, Gyampo a rape me, Gyampo I am say. As I sit here, we have not seen any document like that. So we will never sit here, or I will never sit here and make it look like say, I dear many evidence to know, no matter because kwasiebi so sinti. That is what I have to do. What speak or no? And when I clearly say, Obi to say Domfe with Jimmy. The reason is that Domfe thinking say, or about TV3 show no so Abe good Gyampo ni ma say Abe say Gyampo no right now in the history of the Republic of Ghana no this Domfe Obi anim say enya doctor bi no about TV so be Jimmy no that is his resume. He can never run away from this. This Domfe guy cannot sit on any panel and judge a young person and say, we want to test you, we want to question you, your intelligence. No. Any program a Gyampo betina so akasebiano, that program, there's no credibility linked to that program. Omombe organizes our program no, the Gyampo to soa, Domfe to soa. Na sanko for no programs no, they are as stupid as Domfe. Because if they don't see anything wrong with Domfe's actions on national TV, then it means say equally, money Domfe betina program biaso no, Jimmy to say Domfe. Now you see, when this issue came, Domfe made a statement to say, Penyinia Odidin Kwara was a professor Odidin Kwara. And at this point, in any serious country, say Kromha, Anka Gyampo will have to take Domfe to court for him to prove himself, say, as seminar or kind of evidence. Metiano. If 100 girls come out today and say, Gyampo Nemada, until they go to police station to lodge a complaint, I will see you, that woman, say, maybe you are not telling the truth. Until you go to the Ghana Police Service, until you go and make what? A complaint to say, Gyampo the Nensake kame, nami ole gono. But when you take to Facebook, when you take to Twitter, when you take to Instagram, or you go sit anywhere and say, Gyampo the Nensake kame, then people around you who are intelligent enough to understand issues. Jimmy. Now, if you're over 18, why haven't you gone to the police to make a case? Adentina, Gyampo didn't sake count, and Gyampo HRADO University. The we are mature student. Why don't you go to the police? Because near to Kromha, and Obiko police go catch police force R. Kelly didn't sake kano with evidence. And yet, R. Kelly. Yet, and Obiko police, I say. PDD, and then Saki Kamo, and a police for every dipano. So, what is stopping you from taking your evidence and your complaint to the police to tell a police to say, Gyampo the Saki Kame? It's your best son or your bar. No, but social media now, but because Gyampo, Eden and Saki Kamia, Bama bit because you saw a giant training every say on himself. Sadia now, okay, cano, Nadam for Krano, Kalbert to the Biatoneso. That is the most dangerous thing. And we as Ghanaians, I say, Kevin Ametihi, I need to make sure, say, when it comes to issues about rape, molesting, harassing a woman, you need to come with evidence before you indulge yourself in such conversation. Now, look at this statement from a lady, a friend, a year. I'm saying, I'm a friend, Amake Abebrese. Now, you see, there's a reason why it is sometimes, when we are hard on some people, and a man for begin say, yempe nipe biasem. But it is because of some of the things we do, our actions, the hypocrisy that follows our actions. Now, lady, we yourself friend Amake Abebrese, maybe they have a friend Flamingo. Why is a Flamingo? Now, Obetro Bibi was Twitter and my team responded to her. Or say, there is no serious country that will appoint men who have a documented history and allegation of sexual assault or sexual harassment against female to high governmental positions. It sends the message that men can abuse females and be rewarded. Do better, Ghana. This is a lady who lives in America, or a film director, or an actor or actress. I don't really know what she does. Now, I believe that this statement from this lady called Abebrese is a statement that shows to say in and out, or one of the most hypocritical ladies with G-string walking around this world, on this planet. You know why? You see, the statement Onokache say, and Domfe Abe make a statement which he cannot substantiate. Domfe make a statement against Gyampo. He has no evidence to know. Saba you away a problem be our Ghana say. She believes say Ghana as a nation we are not serious because a mad doctor just made an allegation that he cannot substantiate. So all of us as a nation, we are stupid and we are mad because Professor Gyampo has been given a position. He has been appointed to lead a government agency. You see, that is my problem with these little side chicks. These high voltage flamingo chicks. That is my problem with them. The moment they get opportunity to get that little help from Ghana for to make them something, they start to think, say, Obiye Jimmy. So she's making it sound like, say, Ghana as a country, we are not serious because Gyampo has been given a position. And in her own statement, she's relying on allegations and at the same time trying to accuse Gyampo. The question here is, what is her case here? Then Abebrese, ama Abebrese we are left from the right. Or movie. Movie be a wire akopie Namibia. Now, what I want to speak on is the level of hypocrisy of these ladies. These high voltage side chicks, the hypocrisy. You see, they will come and tell you, say they are advocating for human rights and woman rights. But you see, when you listen to these people, you ask yourself, say, are they selective in what they want to discuss? Or they feel, say, some things that are supposed to be discussed, say it is too low for them to discuss. On a normal day, a woman who is intelligent and smart, who calls herself, say, or advocate for women's rights, this woman would have tackled more pressing issues with facts than to sit and speak as if some empty appetition bottle. Because you see, so indirectly she insulting Ghana as a nation, all because Gyampo has been given a position. Girl, we are America. She can never make a statement like this against any American. You know why? Because she knows to say such statement it can land her in jail. But you see, because when they live in America, Ghana for say Jimmy, the little push we push their asses to make them look relevant, they automatically take Ghanaians to say, we are stupid, and that whatever they say, if we are talking about people in office, men in office, with all due respect, allegations of sexual harassment, and then from what you are saying, Abebrese Flamingo, then it means Donald Trump cannot be president of America. Then it means Americans, America as a nation now, there's America is not a serious country for you to live in. When you are talking about just allegations against people, you are not intelligent enough to even write a script for anybody to act in. Now, do you know the funny thing? Somebody called me and told me, say, Abebrese, on your sets, several of your sets, you have witnessed, it's alleged to say you have witnessed a lot of sexual harassment behind the scenes when you were shooting movies in Ghana. Did you act on it? There are so many ladies in Ghana, allegedly, you looked on for them to be assaulted sexually. They were harassed behind the scenes when you were on set. You kept quiet because you had invested or you have already invested money in that movie. So you saw it as say a rape or say a harass you want it to slide. It is alleged. And some women are willing to come out to let the world know how you supervise sexual harassment even on set. You, Abebrese. And You people walk around and tell Ghanaians and say, oh, we are for women, advocacy. We are advocacy for human rights, human and women and You are the people who are making the fight against women. The fight against sexual harassment is difficult. People like you don't represent anything. Abebrese Flamingo, you don't represent anything. Some of the girls who were on your set, allegedly, some are telling me, say, you even saw some of them being harassed on set. You didn't say anything because you had already invested your money and you wanted to keep the production going. You never said anything. And in all honesty, this young boy, Ransford, we have all seen on social media, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Twitter, how people were screaming, asking for justice for this young boy because somebody, his coach, this lady, this man, yesterday, Andre Yao, this man openly flogged his wife, Oba, or run a ewo efie, and ode aba egu obaso. UK Abebrese, wataba insa Flamingo. You didn't see anything wrong with it. You didn't want to comment on this. You as a woman, you had no issues with this issue. You didn't even tweet about it to say, "Wonyonko ba and then the bema chene swaba or bono." Motiti America, and I'm just a Ghana for Jimmy. Munya ayden Nikon cameras bi, and it's cameras bi. Now the Bejina Ghana. Now when grant keke. Mutumi church or grant about 6 years. Munya ba kwa. Now the Ghana be movie. Now who Ghana for saying Jimmy. Today you are telling Ghanaians we are not a serious country, but the country you are in, the same person who is president, such allegation has been leveled against him. Is America too not a serious country? Your fellow woman on yonko about to say ende ya wuro no na bema edi abagu no so. Kwasi aba wentumi antro ho asem baako. One was side slave queen associations no. You people could not put one letter together in support of this woman who is like you, who has every single thing you have. You could not stand up to speak for this woman. You could not take to Twitter to advocate that men beating women like yourself, or maybe you don't see yourself as a woman. Maybe you use into one kasano. These are the things you have to advocate for. You advocate against stuff like this. You try to let the world know, say, there are some men in Ghana, get me a picture. There are some men in Ghana who are brutalizing women, who are harassing women, even in marriage. You people see all these things and you go and hide. You just want to feel like, oh, this is politics. When we the level, let Ghanaians, because you only pay the Ghana, most are more problem, say no problem. There are women in the northern region who are being treated like slaves because obisa omuye witches. Nkwasiafo muti America. Chrobrofo. Adanya. Oh, Gyampo mu diaba. Political. Mama me fami hunko jim. Na your dead careers. Oh, da na ye movie a. Ye hu se movie no. Movie papa. Beast of no nation. Nya una ye. Uni nemu keke. And you people, because sanyo manyema we yaso so so Ghana didi nkwasiasem. Ya no man ati America ha. Munim sika nchen ye. Munim ade nchen ye. Muni ejuma papa bia American chain. But you people somehow sometimes you make it look like some muni munyan sama e dey na wo ye. You anka say ejuma be na wo ye, dey na wo ye. Movie out start here. How has it changed the lives of any Ghanaian? The lives of women in Ghana. Movies out start here. Oba ben akwara ben or your oba na Ghana it may changing the life. All the movies you write is about porn. Where could do and where could do we? At the Papa Ben Pan movie industry, you sit there and you make it look like say Jimmy or Ghana. The country is not serious because Gyampo has been given a position. If you have evidence that Gyampo has actually raped somebody or slept with a woman against her will, why are you not coming to tell that woman to go to court or take Gyampo to court? This stupid insinuation and foolishness. Exhibiting this, I know all, but you people look like porcupines. Mo queen for to some mututu muwega. Mo say nine. Mo queen for to some. Ya huhuru manima. Mo say nadie. Mo say well there's nadie. And na motia broche na mo keka nkwasiasem all because you feel say oh in some people ha or say me kebi na ebi wo form dia omo nseme level into me kebi. Hey, is that how you advocate? Is that how you people advocate? Is that how you people defend women? Is this Is this what you people call we are helping women? Do you understand what you are talking about? What do you represent? You represent nothing. You represent hypocrisy and selfishness. You represent disease of a woman because you cannot stand up and speak for women. The issue you are saying is that Ghana is not a serious country, no? When the word Ghana, what police station call report to Gyampo say Gyampo is raping, no? You call yourself intellectuals. You call yourself say you are learned. Muni munyansa matina broche. The more matina broche na mu Jimmy more. Hey, the movie industry in America. I know more people than you. Hey, more. You just go to theaters. You just join grants. People just give you grants. And I'm going to buy some kwasi asemono. Time I most started some modality movie Ghana. Na Ghana no. Nipa bebre no. Near your moku and tinya some way special. You are nothing special. You people, you don't represent anything. You are not advocating for any woman. It is alleged that you on your sets in Ghana, the movies, it is alleged that the movies you have been putting together, lots and lots of women who are on your set are harassed, sexually harassed. You look on for it to happen because you think, say, it's all about money and that is not about the other women who are going through hell. These things are all been alleged against you. You sit in Ghana and when you say these kind of allegations, you know, say Obaba could pay no be a statement that your fake career now will say, oh yeah, no, it will all die. There's an allegation on you there in Ghana. So many women called me say, Abebrese, Abebrese, yet said number me the omonsa share asekra or say on the fan ho because wakobo besian or the movie papa ben 90% of Ghana for mosheme omnimu Beast of No Nation. Idris Elba and Orban Yedobe joining here. Unyo biya. Into my friend, shut up and square your ass and sit in a pot. If you have evidence that Gyampo Bibisa, if you say you are a woman, one kasa unimum bra unimu di when ye biya for evidence ne bra. Eden kwasi asem na abeto muso sa ano. You speak anyhow. You do things anyhow. I am saying, say, some people have reached out to me, and I'm saying it's alleged that you. Abebrese on your set. So many times it is alleged that women were harassed, sexually harassed. And some of these women are today angry with you because these are not things you have to be stressing on. You need to deal with what you have covered up. It is alleged that you covered up sexual harassment. You work in Ghana, you work around the world. I am a director. But you have done a lot of mess from the allegation that has been leveled against you. What do you represent? Obaba now protecting. Yet Ghana ha emma bebre ya bu obukomo ya drepu omo mo nkabi mo twan ma we aba na mo de aba politics mo nkwasi asem no. All you idiots, you just want to be seen in the political limelight because your careers are dead. What do you do? A dear movie no actually a bro concert party so. And these young people on TikTok, they can do better movie than you. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Near to Krom ha, say wa broni beka kire say a sitting president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ordinary date you evidence of Sewa Broni and Akufo-Addo in the presidential jet. This woman granted an interview, cried on national television, said the president Akufo-Addo used state security. State security no person di kuno. Why when you hear say Tete draws say, and then somebody has been. You sat there like a duck. You never spoke. Nobody rose up to say, let us speak for our sister. Let us push our sister to enter court and get to the bottom of this. You, these animals with all these hairs hanging on your heads like peacocks. You people with fake hairstyles walking around. None of you stood up against this harassment against a fellow Ghanaian woman. Say, why bro ni betina TV so? Osunye a granted interview openly. How many women are this state security after omo bold to sit on national television to speak? But you twerps, you moquees like you all kept quiet because it was against your foolish political party. Because you felt to say some things there you are not supposed to speak on it. You are being selective. American krasibi na mudi dim kwasiasem. Yakasi profile America. Oh yeni bubro. $17 an hour for Ibin now America. There are young people on TikTok. They can direct movies and use their phones to shoot better movies than you. Ediana, who started movie directing and being in a movie, no. Ediana ultimately change your Ghana. Ediana ultimately change. And yes, say make I say yabi. When we are called out them, ya copy so we draw the ho, and yan kwasi movies now ye. A DM pan why they change Ghana. You cannot speak for other women. You want us to respect you? Nobody's going to respect you. America hana unamno. Nobody respects you. Anything I open movie or Ghana. Now when I want America better movie. Who is going to take your movie to Broadway? You. Who is going to take your movie to any theater in America and say, yeah, Abebrese a movie nti, ye Messiah. Nobody's going to do that because you don't cut it. Entire mombre mu wase. Enkwasiake kania mo dadodo. Minim ne doso. Made say moye mrewa o, say moye nketesi o, say moye humokui in between mokui. Chesamoye mrewa o, say moye nim. Say moye mrewa o, say moye mbesiwa o, say moye half girls so some chicks so ye nim baby amugina ye tutu mu wega ye hu baby amfa mugina mo sori so ankwasi akeka mo sori ankwasi akeka wo ye movie how many years ni Beast of No Nation yakobe 30 years enkora bebre mo hwam kro mo ni movie kro na mo mani pa nyaso kwasi akeka. And Ghana is not a serious country. Do you know a country that is serious? Do you know a serious country? Because Gyampo has been given a position and you are foolishly exhibiting your foolishness. Who do you think you are? Do you think you are better than anybody? America had a teneka say a bold profile. Oh, got it. Ediana mo. Adena mo hunu nipa da nipa sa. Adena mo man nipa bi say muti American timuni munyansa chen fiefo. You cannot fight for your fellow women. You cannot fight for your fellow women because you select which one to speak on. Which one? The last time I was speaking about these high voltage slave queens in Ghana. Majority of you people don't represent anything because you are not bold enough to be consistent. You are not consistent. You people are not consistent. There's nothing natural about you people. My saying confirm, and I'm Ghana. Musha Wega, my saying confirm. Speak for women. Go there and advocate. Don't be selective in your advocacy. When you want to advocate, you need to be consistent. You don't pick and choose. You people don't represent anything better. Me pe obaba ko be Ghana police station aka say Gyampo e rape me evidence near this date this time. Now for you say yes, we are not supposed to put Gyampo in any position. Now at this point as we sit, who care Abebrese sa dia chi no be beka cho say who care Abebrese wo na me was set no and I would want wo me na nipa kan keke no anko police station. Are you going to accept it when I sit here and say who care Abebrese you are lesbian? Are you going to accept it? Amaki Abebrese. So China, one of the girls I only me movies, ever social media, Facebook, and I could radio be say, Amaki Abebrese, Asante Antiano, or the woman where the menjano, who down who is here or no better, or you're lesbian. Are you going to like it? You will say you want to sue me. That is what you will say. Because you will say, where is my dear evidence to what I am saying? The statement you wrote, where is your evidence to it? Mu church said the Jimmy, Muko school na, Monti Bibia say. America. The things you see here, we see better things than you people. So I'm moving on direction Ghana. No, a grant in Kwana Mudebe. A grant. Mutumitro grant at 2 years. Bakubom Pano Ghana Bay day and I redirect movies. Me say and a TikTok, there are more movies that has been directed at Papa Chain, all your career movies. Sit down. Oto square no fatina konyobim nanipa enkodenim and shut up. We don't want to hear from you again. They will turn around and say, they will play the victim right now. You see, he's insulting women. I insult women. I don't insult hypocrites. You don't call yourself a woman. You are seen as a hypocrite. If you say I insult women who understand who they are. And those are the ones I call women. You are not a woman. You are not a woman. Adebrese, she'll come and sit on Twitter and say, you see, Kevin Taylor, he's insulting women. A man who does not respect, then they'll play the victim. They will play the victim right now. They'll go and write wrong. AI, and I don't know, such selfish man, such a man insulting a woman. You too, I don't see you as a woman. Because a woman will advocate for her fellow woman. A woman will be truthful. A woman will be consistent when it comes to defending her fellow woman with the facts. A woman who is advocating to support a fellow woman will be consistent, will base all her statements and everything on facts and evidence. You don't base it on anything. Madianchi, Almost another Trump kwasi English copied from AI. Come and tell you, Kevin Taylor is going after a woman. Ochina, Obo Jimmy. Kevin Taylor is insulting a Flamingo. Kevin Taylor did Flamingo attempt. Kevin Taylor, Flamingo, Oyadian, Quebecan asem. Ye nim Samuya Mbesiwo. Samuya young girls so. Samuya Mrewo. Samuya Mokuyo. Ye nim Diabamujina. You are in between Mokui, and we don't know who you are. Yes, what UK. What in Tabubuomo UK. UK now, not because America. UK. I read it. What the island so? UK now, oh, Yeni. UK Ghana form 1% penny Oscar. Uti UK Romani pen a day with them count to name. A day I would timo UK, won't mean to name, won't mean prone to mem. Obetrona, Kikankwasi, Asamade, I wish a week. We don't know, so ya Kwarao, so ya Penio, so ya Brewo, so ya Besiwo. You are in between Mokui, Yeni baby Ojina, in between Mokui. Yeni and Twin Castle, you are ugly, and in Twin Castle, you are beautiful. Into you are in between Mokui. Why is a standing mic? Shut up and sit down. If you don't have evidence, don't do that. Tell the ladies who are making noise in Ghana, say, if they have anything against Gyampo, they should go to police. When the police release the statement, we will sit here and criticize Gyampo. But until you do that, Mokwis, sit down. When you are life for what is it to UK crossing under the stable nipa? Tumago. All right, I'm done with this topic. You also your ban, I saw your bear, man, unresponded. Me mejumani o. Me ni bibia ye mejumani. We are na mdeshe mebusia. This is my job. Me nko bebia. Me sorry na me monitor. Me wotima me ni me mejumani. Inti me what time. I have time to read through everything you say. I have time to investigate you. I have time to follow document. And me what time mejumani o. Me menya blogger o. Me mejumani me be a whole media outlet. Inti we are ready so be respond. I may ready so me respond back. I have time. And I'm happy. Mejumani, when I'm there to talk to Mejapadi, me car na me dan wa brocheja we are. Inti me catch me what time. The person play victim, don't play victim.